So, so that's just like me and we rub on the rod or rub the lamp. Eventually,
Uh,
we keep rubbing on the fireman. He put out the fire.
damn,
Okay.
damn.
Okay, you keep jerking on it or rubbing the penis slightly. At some point, there's going to be a very warm and tantalizing sensation, and all of a sudden, something's going to squirt out, and then you're probably going to go limp and go to sleep.
Yeah.
Clean up first. Okay. Now, women can do this in the same way,
Yep.
except you have to go on the inside of under the clitoris, and I will let Tino take that over, or my fault, Squirt Master.
Oh Lord, man, come on. But yeah, basically, with squirting or female ejaculation, which is the actual term that we want to use for that, because I'll get into that a little later about the falsehoods of it, some of it. But thing of it is, it is not. A lot of people freak out and say, okay, that's urination and that's just some sick stuff that's on these videos. Not necessarily. You know, a lot of it is composed of glands that are 3 to 4 inches in and up. Say if a woman was laying on her back, she's laying on her back and you're pressing up, there are glands all up in that area. And there's one particular sensory spot. A lot of people have called it either G spot or Grafenberg spot after Dr. Grafenberg, a scientist back in the 50s that discovered it. This is 1 to 2 inches in, and you will feel it on the upper wall, feel like a walnut. As you massage or put pressure, is whatever feels good to that
Finger
woman.
pop.
Whatever feels good to that woman, she's going to experience that. And what's going to happen, you'll notice that it's going to start swelling. And it's going to push your finger out and emit fluid. This fluid will be odorless. It will be clear. It's not going to be yellow. It's not going to smell up the place. But a lot of people freak out and think it's the other thing.
Well, mainly men freak out.
Yeah. So, for those that don't know about it, easily Google that word or whatever and find all the information. Female ejaculation, not squirting, because you'll end up on something else. But, wife may get upset with you.
Go to a site that got a dude holding a water hose.
You won't hear the right thing.
Right. So, the thing is, if you're doing it right, doing it correct, this is one of the things that's going to happen. Number two, I'm sure a lot of you brothers and sisters out there know about the creaming thing and stuff like that, so I don't even think we really have to cover that.
No.
Now, we have to get why. We have to get into the why women have to be pleased also. Okay? So a lot of you all out there who are loving a lot of this rap music that actually preaches against giving a fuck about a woman, y'all might get a little mad at us. However, I'm gonna drop some science on y'all. Now, of course, you all know that there's a lot of issues dealing with the female sexual organs. Now, everything from fibroids to yeast infections, a lot of different problems that are caused within the uterus. Okay, a lot of this is really caused by emotional and stress-related trauma. Okay, when you go deep into the research, because I'm sure some of y'all gonna be like, you gonna tell me? I'm gonna look it up. A woman is very, very sensitive. Okay, stress affects everybody in their body, and especially a woman, especially in the areas, her sexual areas. Okay, a lot of you all don't realize that back in the day, like with the Grafenberg guy, there were a lot of scientists, doctors, since really the 20s that were trying to figure out, dang, why the hell women are so damn mean? It seems like every time we have sex, the meaner she get, the meaner she get, the meaner she get. So they discovered that women would develop this condition, what they call hysteria, meaning that she just outright, she the worst bitch in the world, right? And they were trying to figure out, well, what's causing this? We having sex. We're having fun. It's great.
We.
Okay, it's great. You.
Yeah.
However, she ain't getting hers. You know, you hear a woman, oh, right there, one, right there, right there, and then all of a sudden it stops. It gets pent up. Okay, and it builds up stress in that area. It's almost like it builds a congestion. You know how a nose, like if it can't fully drain itself, congestion fills up, and all of a sudden the sinuses and all that stuff is affected. The vagina can be the same way, you know. And so if she's not being pleased and not being able to have that release sexually, that stuff gets pent up.
Exactly.
Okay, and next thing you know, that energy or those fluids that will go to allowing her to be able to climax and have an orgasm, they are pent up within the walls and wherever else within the uterus or a sexual organ. And they start developing into tumors, or they start developing into fibroids and all of this stuff. Number one, this also leads to that fact you got a lot of women that think they're taking care of themselves and they're not, because doctors are not giving them the proper information that is required for them to be able to properly take care of themselves.
Yeah.
A lot of women are not either eating properly or exercising properly in order to take care of themselves. So that's going to lead to problems too. However, sexually, we're looking at the fact that if a woman is not pleased, if she can't release, just think about it like this. You real mad and you pissed off at somebody, right? And if you can't take it out on them, you hit a wall or something and you feel all better, right? With women, if they can't hit that wall sexually or release that tension sexually, it gets pent up inside. You know, bro, I hear women always talk about, well, you know, sexually, it's not about us coming or climaxing all the time.
It's just the feeling.
Right. That's a woman who evidently, apparently, ain't never came.
No.
Number one, to say some crap like that, because you can't say that crap in front of a woman who comes, a woman like Vanessa Blue or Pinky. Yeah, women like them who have total mastery of themselves and know themselves. You couldn't say that in front of them. Like, oh, it's not necessarily about coming.
Look at you and laugh.
Look at you and laugh and probably pop a cap in your ass for even saying something so fucking stupid. You see what I'm saying? But that's because women have accepted that that's how it's supposed to be. It ain't supposed to be no better. It ain't gonna get no better. You see what I'm saying? You know, so this is why even in my mind, and I'm sure you know in your mind too, I've always wished to make sure that I do what I can to please her.
Yeah.
It don't take that much for me. Just keep it wet, keep it nice and smooth and warm, and it's coming. However, with a woman, of course, again, it's a little bit more complex. And this is where you can get into the study of sexology, or the Tao sexology, the Kama Sutra, and Tantra sex. And these not only teach you about the anatomy of the woman and the man sexually, but it also teaches you how to use sexual intercourse not only as just, you know, something to create pleasure, but to regenerate you, to help heal ailments. A lot of women are having a lot of problems with their uterus because of the fact they are not receiving certain stimulation. Like, there's a position now, you probably see it a lot in porn. Now, I know some people out there who know me personally will be like, well, you so metaphysically inclined, or you self-righteous, what the hell are you looking at porn? I'm freaking studying. Now, of course, I don't look at it as much as I used to because I'm evolving. There was something that I felt that I required from looking at it the times that I did, so I did. Now, I'm noticing now within porn, they're starting to use a lot of Kama Sutra, sexology related positions, and people are thinking, ooh, they look nice. No, there's a purpose with why that is. Y'all ever heard of a porn star being sick? You ever heard of a porn star not looking good or not taking care of herself? Now, you know, people can call them hoes all they want to, but those are some of the healthiest women that you see. The reason why is because of the fact, number one, sexual positions were used to stimulate the secretion of certain chemicals and hormones within certain glands to allow the body to heal. One position